Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to the Wednesday stream, where, as someone said in chat, it scrolled up a little bit, so I don't know where it was. Oh, there it is. Banana Command said, we trade our vrooms for booms. Although tanks can do both vrooming and booming. Wow. It'd be great if I knew enough Russian to be able to say why not both in Russian. ¿Por qué no los dos? In the Spanish, for those, I can't remember, are they Taco Bell commercials or something stupid like that, but it's become so mimetic that it's just one of those things everyone knows. Hi, everybody! Hope everyone likes my hairdo. Did a bit of an updo, feeling fancy today. Hey! Merge the Monday and Wednesday streams and take a super heavy tank around the F1 circuit. No one will overtake. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. I'm happy to be back here. I was like, man, it feels like we just played this. Did the last week just burn through that quickly? And then I realized, oh no, I played this on Saturday. That's what kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. More of a hair don't. So yeah, I'm happy to be back in. We're not going to play it on Saturday. Saturday we'll do something different to mix it up. But I'm happy that we got the extra session in there because it was a huge amount of fun. We'll see how it goes. Looks like you were Russian when you did your hair. Boo! Oh yeah, this stuff on YouTube. I still so far behind in converting VODs over, which is pretty dumb because it's not even like it's a hard job, but take a look at the lessons focus at some point, as you have to wait a year after the previous focus. The lessons focus, what side is that on? Right, left? I guess I could search for lessons. Lessons of war. All right, right here. Okay, and then you're saying for the next one we have to wait a year before it finishes? Activate Decision Order 227. Will in turn unlock decisions to prepare and execute military offensives. So you're saying it would be a good idea to do this because whatever it leads to is going to take like a year to process. Oh, the previous one. Desperate Measures? Gains Desperate Measures with grants mobilization speed for 365 days. Unlocks several decisions. Does not have National Spirit Desperate Measures. I see. So you pick Desperate Measures and you have to wait a year for it to burn away before you can keep going down there. All right, that's a good get. We are finishing our third Rome right now. And then, yeah, I will try to do that. We've got like 6 days or something to finish this. So we'll do that. Then we'll go there, and then we'll take more things and give us CBs, because who doesn't love CBs? I did a little bit of reorganization before the stream, just barely any. I was doing a little bit more reading, trying to get a better handle on the supply system, just worried I was missing some glitches, some gaps here and there. To confirm, as far as I know, the way it's supposed to work, based on the research and everything, was sort of what we were thinking with these trucks and stuff like that. You don't really have to set the motorization of the hubs to anything, in theory, because if you have the motorization request on an army, it automatically sets the hubs supplying this army to those things. So you can see the two little trucks here. Even though this is set to horses, the two little trucks theoretically it's running in two truck mode right now so that it can supply this army. So it seems like rather than toggling these on and off constantly, the thing to do is in fact to maybe do the armies. It depends on it. Some people are saying that sometimes the army supply request mode is a little glitchy maybe or inconsistent. We'll keep an eye on it and see what it looks like. But it looks like it's going to be a lot less micro rather than having to constantly change the hub modes as we advance or back up or something like that. So we'll see. I hate how Italy has the same colors we do. We must annihilate them. Yeah, well, right now we're in the same faction, but clearly it's going to be something we have to do at some point. There was a couple other things. Oh, I spent my air XP on some doctrines just to say. Oh yeah, and I did tweak some of the supply route settings. Currently this number went down really low, but I suspect once we unpause, it's going to fix itself because we have all the trucks we need, we have all the trains we need. I think it's just because I changed some of the rules that went tweaked a little bit. Yeah, St. Keller cannot be acceptable. When we finish this big set of wars, what we should probably do is, because I don't think we can do it while we're at war, but at some point leave the faction, declare war in Italy, just to, for colors. Germany, Istanbul, man, I missed a lot. Yeah, well, I mean, I declared war on Turkey, is what happened, and my German, well, the Central Power allies of mine over here pushed through, so they are currently occupying this. It's not owned, it's simply occupied. They are occupying Istanbul, but it does give us access through through the straits over here, which is nice. What I'm going to try to do is get all my fleets positioned over here. I already gave them a command. I want to get everything out here, and in fact, I really don't need them to have any missions or anything. So what I want to do is I want to right-click, remove all regions. Same thing here. I'm actually going to go and stop all my fleets from doing anything. Well, this fleet's not doing anything, so that's quite convenient. And yeah, I want to just make sure that all my fleets are going to dock up over here. Okay, which I think what they're currently doing. We'll get them organized here because the big fight is going to be fighting against Japan and their faction, which includes Iran. So we're going to see that. So you want to leave the faction before dealing with Japan? I don't know. I think what we do is we declare war on Japan before this war ever goes. So I think we still have our faction when we declare war on Japan, and then do that. The Japanese faction, the Japan faction. Central Power sounds like an electric company. Kind of does, doesn't it? We got whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? Hey, it's Banana Cabana. Thank you. Good Wednesday Quill. Twitch says I used the boo emote 162 times this year. Is that part of the, because I got the email as well, like, you know, what channels you watched or something like that. Like the Twitch sort of digest for the year. Does it tell you what emotes you used? Twitch tracks that? A little creepy, I don't know. So we're just cleaning up a little bit of things in Turkey over here. There's some stragglers from the Allies, some British forces. There were some American forces as well, but I think they've all been booped and cleaned up here post capitulation. We're just going to just boop them out of this province and then Rhodes and do that. We're not going to be worried about a presence in the Mediterranean. And hopefully our ships can make it to us safely. I don't know if we have control over the canal. I don't know what the situation is here, because obviously, like, the German Empire controls the east side of it, and the UK control the west side of it. So I don't know which side can use the canal, if either one. So the ships we're pulling out of the Black Sea might get caught and might get in trouble on the way, but I don't really care too much. We're going to see. You're going to Rhodes? But we're going, we don't need Rhodes. Hey! Yeah, it was in your Twitch recap. That's funny, Banana. Also sent over 15,000 chat messages. Dear God! That is a lot. Okay, reorganize the theaters ever so slightly, not much. Mostly just rename some things and stuff like that. We've got our Iranian Afghanistan theater. We're not fighting Iran yet, but probably relatively soon. Nothing else. We need some troops on the border over there. Mostly we're going to keep trying to push into Afghanistan. Surprisingly difficult. Whoever knew? My Alpine Divisions that were busy in Turkey are now moving over here as well, which might help. But overall, I think it is going to be progressing okay. So I think with that, we're probably going to unpause. Naval mode would show you who can use it. Oh, does it really? Permission type contested due to war. Control is allies of Central Powers, so no one can go through. Permission type enemy partition. Yeah, but armies can pass. No. Now, when it says armies can pass, does that just mean like sea transport armies? Because I mean, I'm assuming the armies from here could attack over this. I think it's just they can't go through the canal. So it looks like we can't use it. I suspect they can't either. Sending the Russian fleet to the Pacific coast always ends well. I mean, I think so. All right, let's just leave it on speed 3. Let's let some things tick through. I hit the minus for speed 3. There you go. But it was a middle autosave. Green lights over there. Norway joins the Allies. No way. Norway? So that means we're at war with Norway now. Well, no. Okay, they joined the Allies. They haven't actually joined the war. Sweden's still in no faction. Finland's on our side, which is very good for Finland, because otherwise I'd probably have eaten them by now. Maybe. I mean, we could consider doing some invasion of Norway stuff, but I don't think we're in that position to necessarily do that. The big thing actually might be our concern over our coast. Where are you going? Maybe I should get some garrison stuff in the north here. You know what? I'll just respond. If people start landing here, I'll just respond. Can you show us what the other countries are focusing on? I don't actually know about our spy stuff. Like, I don't think we can get much. Oh, destroyer focus. I guess we could look at our allies, like the German Empire, Italy. So there's nothing particularly exciting going on in most of these things. Unknown focus. Yeah, Nate Weaver, well, I'm very sorry that I screwed up the dungeon crawl run by exiting incorrectly there. I think maybe next time I do a dungeon crawl run, maybe I will run it on my local computer. I like playing it online because of like scoring and statistics being maintained. But one advantage to doing it on my local computer is I can make backups of the saves before recording sessions, which is something that's always been a concern. One of the reasons I don't play a lot of Iron Man modes is if there's a recording glitch, right? Not just if I like fuck up and accidentally delete the Iron Man save. But if there's like a recording glitch, right? Let's say I start recording an episode, OBS didn't start, or it turns out my mic was muted or something like that, I can roll back to the start of the save to do that. It's like, you know, and sometimes I've talked about it. It's like, well, I've already played this part, sort of, but there was an issue, so I'm doing it again. And that would at least give me some protection over something like that. So that might be something for the next dungeon crawl run. I might just run the standalone PC version so that I can make backups before I start a recording. So, I mean, clearly things are being pretty tough to push in here. Okay, Naval Invasion, Benelux region, but that is not actually us. That's the Brits attempting to land. And that is quite an invasion force. I'm hoping my German buddies can help out with this. We'll see. Yeah, Weaver, there is a confirmation, but the problem is the crawl RC file I'm using, for whatever reason, as part of the crawl RC configuration, it hides the actual question. So you just get a blank for typing like Y to confirm. So I was like, it doesn't give you the context of this is going to quit and abandon your save. Very, very bizarre. I mean, in hindsight, I don't think Control has to ask for the confirmation, so I should have like, hey, why is there a little box looking for an input here? But yeah, but it didn't actually give me the message because it gets muted. It's based on Ultraviolence crawl RC. I don't know enough about, customizing the crawl RC messages to really tune it myself. And for some reason, it doesn't actually show the confirmation message. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Hoi 4. We've completed the National Focus 3rd Rome. Coronation of Patriarch Militias. So now we have a different flag. We are no longer Russia. I didn't actually realize exactly the implication of this. We talked about like restoring the Romanovs and things, which I did go down over here to the Romanovs. But the Roman stuff sounded really cool, so we clearly had to do that. Hat hype indeed. I don't know. Apparently now we are a theocracy? You know what? That sounds like fun. Sure, why not? The importance of religion is increasingly felt through our nation, and the status of the church has once again attained, nay, exceeded what it once was. It is only natural that we solidify our commitment to God by the elevation of his foremost representative to the position of a national leader. Today, in dual grand ceremonies in the Savior Cathedral and the Cathedral of the Dormition in Moscow, Militias of Harbin and Manchuria, elected in honor of his service to the exile cause, was both enthroned as Patriarch of Moscow and all Russia, as well as crowned Tsar of all the Russias. With this final ultimate unification of church and state, there's no obstacle remaining for the unification of the will of God on this earthly theater. I'm okay with this. It sounds great. Rome, Romanov, easy mistakes to make, right? Exactly. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in caelo et in terra. So, I mean, that's something in like in the sky on earth, or heaven and earth. Voluntas. Fiat. Something wants all? I don't know. Someone can translate the Latin over here. All right. So we got a new flag. We have a new name. We have a new leader. I gotta say, the art on this leader is like extra detailed. The art for like the DLC might have a little bit more details than some of the other like leader art, it feels. I mean, I know it's also, I don't know. It just looks like it's got a little bit more detail. Like compare this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it. Volunteer your Fiat. Oh yeah, it's asking about cars. All right, that makes sense. All right, 3rd Rome is done. Now, we are going to go, and that seems like a good idea. We're going to boop the desperate measures over here because it is going to take a year to process. And then we're going to come back to the political stuff to see what happens. Non-aggression pact with Peru. We're mostly going to ignore that. Italy wants garrison support. I mean, sorry, Italy, I can't spare 8 million man. Okay, you know what? I probably should. Because my allies are going to have problems in Europe. Here, I'm going to send them like 500,000 manpower. A little more than they need for their actual garrison. They can use some of it for their troops and hopefully just not lose over here while I'm doing other things. Does your leader get a special bonus? Yeah, so he's got Defiler of the Sun God, So division recovery rate, and that's one of the things, like when I was looking at it, I saw what traits he would get, and I'm like, that sounds excellent. Division recovery rate is amazing. Compliance growth speed is fantastic. We think this might be, we weren't quite sure last time whether or not this is giving bonuses to Japan against us or the other way around. Because everything's in green, I think we are getting a bonus against Japan. I mean, Japan's the land of the rising sun. We're Defiler of the sun god, maybe? And then we're supreme representative of God on Earth, more stability, more war support, and reduced ideology, drift, defense. Our stability was already fine. The war support is actually pretty useful, so we'll see that. Halko, thank you very much for the whiskey and chocolate. Refresh. So we've turned back time and went from the 1940s to 940s. Seems good. Yeah, man, just lop off a 1. It's going to be fine. Japan hates you extra hard because you're announcing their religion. Okay. Fair enough. They're going to hate me real hard when I finally declare war on them. I think this guy used to be one of our advisors. I think we might have lost the advisor over here, but that's going to be okay. We got something else. It's too bad I don't have a fancy popish kind of hat, because that would be excellent. It'd be really nice. All right, let's keep that going. Desperate measures is coming on. Wolverine here. Rise of Third Rome. Since the latest civil war racked the country, the Orthodox Church in Russia has steadily gained power. Pause. Now with their conquest of old Byzantium complete. Right, so what we're doing, like the Third Rome, like it is the, like sort of the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire that never fell. So I mean, if this is Third Rome, was like, what was Second Rome? Was Second Rome the Eastern Orthodox Empire kind of thing? The Eastern Roman Empire? Anyway, I don't know the numbers. Numbers are hard. I can't count to 3. I'm like Valve. I can't count to 3. Dual enthronement. Yeah. Okay, good. Second Rome was Byzantium. Yeah, all right. You guys better hold on over here. It'll be real embarrassing if you guys start to lose territory over here. Anyway, I'm busy doing other things. I'm busy with the epic fight in Afghanistan. Now to take Rome. Yeah, well, clearly we're going to have words with Italy at some point. HRE was the twin Third Rome? What? It means you have to declare war on Italy to have all 3 Romes. Yes! Gotta catch them all! So, Naval Battle. I mean, that might be from before. Oh, that's us sinking. Some ships with planes. Nice. Very nice. We haven't been invaded in the north or anything weird like that. No naval invasion. But Finland's being invaded by Norway. All right, we're going to send some troops up there. Tell you what, these guys over here who are guarding, who are setting up to do a run on Estonia. Mister, you have a glorious mustache. Oh, you're a field marshal running this. Yeah, we're going to have to get some more leaders. But yeah, I guess I could have occupied the Finnish front. I forgot about that. I was like, oh, we can't run through here because Finland's there, but I didn't expect Finland would just fall. And we'll send you up. I suspect supply is going to be a bitch over here, but let's see what we can do. Unassigned divisions. Well, purple here, this is my Alpine Division. I guess what I'm going to do is I'll just get these new dudes to take over we might do some stuff on Estonia later. Well, Norway finished the finish. No way! Well, we're going to give them some backup, so it should be all right. Yeah, the supply there is going to be terabad. Signal upgrades. Oh, I want to get the maintenance companies because we are going to be starting to develop some tanks relatively soon. We do have our own supply from here that's not too bad, but the north in Finland is really terrible. Hopefully we can get up here. I guess I should have positioned troops up sooner, but I would have just garrisoned the coast. I was forgetting that they would go through Finland. But yeah, we should get there okay. Hopefully we just don't lose the supply thing. Oh, I could move some planes up here. That actually seems like a pretty good idea. Let's grab some... Actually, we might grab these tactical bombers. Let's just grab one group. Asia Minor. You know, I don't think we've got anything operating in Afghanistan. Okay, well, let's do you. Let's grab one of these fighters over here. Move you here. You're going to operate in northern Norway if you can reach and do that. But you and you... Actually, the fighters? No, those tech bombers. Fighters over here, I'll get you to take the closer airport and operate in there. This just in, Battle Pope dispatches some of his many battalions to defend Finland. We need like old-timey news announcers. Oh, since some of that already fell back a little here, as my various allies are all moving people up here. Lithuania's up. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I might not even need to be there, but we'll see. Right, so this is the Estonian front, which doesn't have a commander right now, but we don't have the ability to hire more because we actually have quite a lot of commanders all over the place. All right, some of the pushing is sort of working. Alpine Divisions, which is this purple here, they're still on their way. Are you not doing a strategic redeployment to here? That seems weird. There you go. I don't know, maybe they were, but I don't know if they were, actually. Pope fight. Oh, whether Patriarch is the true ruler or just a figurehead like the Emperor of Japan. I don't know. I don't know how things are actually organized. I mean, if he's got to run the church too, presumably he's got a lot of civilian administrators, you know. Playing Silent Hunter 3, so I'm waging a different part of the war. Nice. Okay, these divisions over here. I'm actually wondering if I should switch them to the attacking infantry, which have a little bit more artillery. You have the logistics. I think I like that idea, although switching the mid-battle is going to cause a bit of a reset. Not too much, though. That's going to be an okay idea. Recon company done. Here, we'll get the signal company up here. I don't think I've ever played Silent Hunter. I have played some very old sub games. Back when I had my my 286, and even on maybe on a Commodore, I played some submarine games way back in the day, like the 80s. But I think that was the last time I ever played a sub game.
Royce! Я готов.
So lots of people waiting for reinforcements. Mostly it's a big supply shortage. We do have various supply depots being built, but nothing really in this area. Well, actually, that's not true. We're building a supply depot here, which is interesting because with the mountains and stuff, I'm actually not sure that was a good place. I think I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to build them near the front lines for things, but I think this is mostly impassable terrain. So this one here is probably not going to do much, but you know what? We've got a bunch of production sunk into it. We may as well let it finish now. Who knows? The 80s, 32 years ago. Yeah, a long time ago. Have you played 688i? Never heard of it. Submarines is a weird and cool genre in movies, books, and video games. Yeah. You know, whenever I think about, like, submarine stuff, it's always like, oh, we all got to be super quiet. And then that makes me think of the really weird Star Trek original series episode where they're dealing with Romulans for the first time, and they've never seen them before. And they're having to be, like, all quiet on the ship because it's like, basically, it's like a submarine-style, like, silent running kind of battle, except it's in space, so it doesn't make sense that they all have to be quiet. But there's all this, like, actually a pretty good, like, sort of societal sort of, like, message and theme, because when they do finally see the Romulans, they realize they look exactly like the Vulcans, and everyone starts to look at Spock suspiciously, and they're sort of shunning him a little bit. And there's a scene where he's having to repair one of the consoles on the bridge, and he's underneath it, and he's doing some fixing, and he's trying, he needs a tool, or he needs a hand getting out of it, but no one wants to help him because they're all feeling weird about it. So he's, like, having to sort of, like, grab the console and pull himself up, and while he does it, he hits a button that sets off a bit of an alarm on the bridge and makes some noise, and everyone's like, you did that on purpose to attract the Romulans. And I'm like, there's no sound in space. Apparently I'm still upset about that. They did Spock dirty. Also science badly. Wrath of Khan Nebula Battle was very sub-like. I've seen Wrath of Khan, but only one time, and it was a long time ago. I don't know if I've ever seen any of the Star Trek movies more than once, actually. Oh, that's fine. It's a prospect over here. Oh, that was the other thing I did before the stream started. I decided to develop a bunch of those things. UK has broken my ciphers. Well, well, well. I wonder what they're going to try to do. I don't know.
Так точно.
No, which one is it? Purple over here. There we go. My little Finnish group. Yeah, supplies are going to be a bitch of a problem. But I guess it's going to have to be okay. Let's do this. And then once you arrive... Well, I hit the battle plan. I guess that's going to be okay. But really what we want to do is, yeah, I'm going to shift-click over here. Because if we do this, we're going to cut off all these troops over here from any kind of supply. So a bunch of British troops are just going to get GG'd out of this. Oops. First of all, bits! Thanks, Boyd! Not even seen Star Trek 2 more than once. Blast me. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen any, so I'm not sure. I want to check what our casualties were. So 91K. Now, this doesn't include the casualties in the Civil War or the non-faction warfare that we did in Tuna Town and Mongolia, or Manchuria? Mongolia. But yeah, anyway, so far we have not lost very much. Italy's down 2 million. No wonder they have no manpower. The UK has lost nearly 2 million as well. So, I mean, that much is good. It looks like the German Empire did fend off that UK naval invasion over there. And then meanwhile, what's happening with Spain? Spain is part of the Japanese faction. Sure, why not?
Слушаю.
It makes as much sense as anything else, I suppose. Anyway, our Alpine Divisions are finally reaching the front over here, which might help a little bit. And what I could do, actually, is I could stop the auto attack. Although, I mean, we're still progressing. But yeah, it's all rivers and mountains and no infrastructure, no supply. It's pretty rough over here. Call to arms. What is this one? Yeah, no, that's fine. Wait, did you say Chinese Empire? Oh, I didn't realize we were being called in over here. That's fine. It's all part of our goal. It's okay. So,
Так точно.
hit go here.
Внимание.
We really need more leaders, but I guess I'll hit go on you as
Готов
well.
выдвигаться.
Oh, do you not have a battle plan? Oh, probably because you're part of the big one, I guess.
Выходим.
Well, that's working out good. Excellent. And you know what we can do is we can deploy more planes.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Right over the sea, doing that. Excellent. Hadn't realized what I was saying yesterday. It's not going to be a problem. Well, I mean, it might be a problem, but it's not undesirable is what I meant to say. It's not undesirable. I guess we already have some control over there. Get you over this place. We got some whiskey and chocolate. I'll check on that in just a second. You can't reach... What's this? Your airport is here. You can't reach here? That looks odd. Alright, we'll get back to you. What the heck? That's weird. Refresh. God, why does Streamlab do a full reset fresh like that sometimes? So annoying. Banana says, now I want to Quill reacts to rewatching the first 6 Star Trek films. You know, there was definitely one I did see more than once. I think Voyage Home I saw multiple times. There's still the point, but you can give them commands while they're deploying. That's not what the limitation is. You can preset up some of those commands, like what we did over here. These guys took their commands just fine. They're still deploying. I don't know, maybe sort of clicked them in. Could be. Anyway, that push is going well. Obviously, the push into Afghanistan is never happening, because, you know, why would it? Industry sabotage in Lublin. Well, that's rude.
Я готов.
So that means we should be in the war here against Iran now, yes? Yes, we are. Alright, so we're going to start that push. Guess we don't have a presence here, although the Germans do. So we're going to push in from this side. That's going to be okay. Oh, just realizing. Here, you guys boop those guys, please. And then you'll no longer have any orders, and that's going to be okay.
Готов.
How are we doing in the north? Not too shabby. I'm going to give you a re-click on this in case anyone else was done.
Зададим жару.
So the Polish Republic, right? Yeah, now we're at war with them. They shouldn't last too long, though, so that should be okay. Poland, who is allied to Japan, is going to fall, and then it'll actually clean up some of these borders a little bit, and that's going to be all right. Lithuania is a friend of ours. Latvia have their own faction, and Estonia is not in any. So we've got to keep some troops there, although maybe not as many as I've got. Any chance we can punch through here? I mean, the straight crossing is pretty bad, but otherwise, they have no supply. We have good supply, and this has been planned for a little while. Here, I can even hit play on the actual battle plan. Are we trying to decipher Japan? Yes, we're at 99% with them. 3 days, we're gonna have their cipher cracked. That's really good. Meanwhile, a lot of our agents are currently operating in the UK, but I might move them to Japan. Finland's called arms amid the fall of Japan inevitable. Siam joins. Dutch East Indies join the Netherlands. All right. Latvian People's Republic joined Lithuania as our ally. Okay. So, hang on. We got Purple Group over here, which is on the Latvian border. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that. I'm going to add you... Oh, not as a full surround.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate. We're going to do this, and what we're going to try to do, actually, is try to push and take the port over here. Try to take Danzig and cut off reinforcements into Poland. It's Danzig to not war. That's the idea. Woo! Things are definitely shaking up. Parduke, thank you very much for the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. I mean, the Potatoes and Vodka Fund. Obligatory donation to great person of interwebs entertainments due to starting my postdoc and never having lifetime again. But more copper-clad pewter bits to share. More nuclear vessels for the voyage home. Thank you very much, Parduke. I'm sorry I didn't do it in a very good, like, sort of Chekhov-style accent. I really should have. Star Trek PR Bale now. So a lot of people getting a lot of those, the Bale Corp PR to represent them. That is very generous as well, Bale. Thank you very much. We truly support you reacting to the glory that is Star Trek movies. Live long and prosper. We are starting to get a bit overwhelmed by all the PR work. Always remember, if in doubt, Diablerize and engage. Thank you very much. And congrats indeed on starting your postdoc. God, so many achievers out there. Makes me jealous. Winter, you know what? We'll have you go all the way to Winter Expert. That's going to be fine. Although these are points that I could be spending on more generals, so. All right. So this is there. So now we get a boost of mobilization speed, training time, minimum training time. So we can pop out more people more faster, which we're not really training very actively, but I suppose we could. We do have the equipment. So I could pop more of these. Penal battalions. So we use prisoners, I guess. Adaptable army, better weather support, military reorganization. So once we start this, we actually get a penalty to huge amounts of stuff. But when it's done, I don't think we're going to do that now. Maybe we should get our, like, Far East fortifications and stuff right now. That's actually a good idea. I want to go down the political tree, but we might do a little bit more over here. Now, we've got Patriotic War Options. What do I see here? Civilian labor and defense. Oh my god, there's so much text! So this hurts our resource gain efficiency and manpower and things, but division defense and core territory goes up. Land forts and coastal forts get constructed faster. And then active for 90 days, when removed, removes this, removes that modifier. Oh my god, there's too much text. too much text. I suppose I could just save it and wait for one of these. Oh, this is if we're surrendering. And then what's this one? This is, again, if we're looking to surrender. I guess these are the desperate options. Everything sort of sucks, but we defend harder. Yeah, and I don't know if we're doing any fighting on core territory, so I don't think I'm going to worry about any of these right now.
Whiskey and chocolate.
Is whiskey and chocolate? Don't think there's anything else we need to run here, which is okay. More whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Jake Short, thank you very much. Donated to celebrate finishing my master's thesis this week after 2 years. Congratulations! Again, you guys are all making me feel very underachieving, but that is amazing. Congratulations. Defending is just attacking in reverse. Well said, Banana. Desperate options. This is my dating life. Oh, Doc. Oh, Doc. All right, so we still have these Marines, which aren't deployed right now, just because we were really looking for them to gain some experience before we sent them out again. And there may even be some template changes we're looking to do. However, I think what I am going to do is I am going to get them ready to go somewhere in the east. So I'm going to stop exercising. You didn't have any orders, no. So I'm going to get you to strategically redeploy to here. And then can I shift click this? Yeah, so they'll strategically redeploy to here and then continue exercising, which I think is going to be okay. It looks like... How come you're not pushing through here? Gold, your plan is active. Why aren't you making moves? You go there. Go there. Run down the coast here. Apparently we did a bit of a punch... Oh, I must have shift-clicked some commands over here, but still, that's actually worked pretty well to reveal a gap. Let's go and reclaim Vladivostok. Move here. Cut down that way. Grab. That push isn't really working. That's okay. I'm going to take the Cav, who move quickly, although not as much through the hills, but still okay. You're going to make a cut through here. Wow, they have, like, no supply depot, because they have a supply depot here. So these guys are going to have, like, no supply whatsoever. Well, again, I ask why they're mostly just standing around. You guys here, let's push in through here. Take this province because you can. What if we can do this? Well, that's looking all right. What Push. Okay. Do I not have a proper front line with this? Maybe there's less of a front line with this, like, field marshal than I thought. Let me just give you some sort of dummy command here, because I'm starting to think they just don't have anything. How many armies are attached to this? 77 division, there we go. Now I'll hit play. Now people should start moving. Okay. It looks like they had a battle plan, but... maybe they didn't. Okay. I mean, it looks like we're progressing here. I know I'm still paused now. That wasn't the question. Because it was still, like, they weren't moving. I mean, I hit play earlier. We've let the game go a while, well after this hit play. Because, like, we hit play on this, like, 5 minutes ago. I might be wrong. It's happened before. But I think this play button was hit like 1,000,000 years ago. And now I was paused to issue some manual commands, but I had assumed I'd run it a while ago. Maybe I was wrong. All right, yeah, you're going to go through here, which is going to go pretty good. We'll get a little bit of cutoffs. I don't know if we should get in this guy's face. You know what? I'm just going to do this. And then you're going to do this. And yeah, do that. Good. And yeah, you're broked off that way. Broked off? Shut up. My English is perfectly cromulent. You guys just, like, YOLO to here. Hey, we got the cipher for Japan. Yeah, let's go and pop that bad boy. Advanced rubber processing. It is 43. I think we're going to do this. Let me check actually on our trade. We do need more rubber. I think we were importing some from the Dutch East Indies, now we're not anymore. But there's no one who's really offering much in the way of rubber. So that is a bit of a problem. What I might do is pull back on the construction of things that needs rubber. Which, we have the trickle of trucks, which is going to be more than enough. That's okay. Our tanks don't need it. I guess it's mostly our planes. I have tons of cast that hasn't been deployed. I'm going to cut back on you. Just liberate some rubber. And instead what we're going to do is we're going to ramp up the super heavy tank production. Oh, it needs a little bit more tungsten than we've got currently. Okay, yeah, that is quite a lot. I can get a bit from Sweden. I mean, it might be worth importing the 7. We're not getting, like, really good value out of it, but I'll do that. We're still quite short on tungsten, actually. We do have some decisions that might still be processing to boost that, but not that much. Well, we'll see. Anyway, recruit over here. These guys are recruiting, which is good. Oh, what? Is it still a decision? Raise factory workers militias. Quoi? Oh, look at these guys. So, it breaks resource gain efficiency in local factories in this state. So, Azerbaijan, for example, here. Because the factories are going to be, or the workers are going to be fighting. I don't know. I think I'll block that. I hope we're not in desperation mode. Maybe we are, but my hope is that we're not. You guys over here, why don't you just YOLO to Tehran? It's currently, it doesn't appear to be defended. And yeah, all you guys, we'll do a little shift click over there, except for you guys, actually. What I want you to do is try to do a little pushing that way, and we'll see what we can have end up. My Alpine Divisions are defending and maybe making progress, maybe not. Afghanistan, baby. It'll never fall. Oh, yes, I want to activate the... There we go. We can just trash this completely. Activate the Japanese cipher. Taking a while to win through here, but we should, which is nice to see, although some divisions are moving away here. Why do you do that? Let me grab you guys. What I'm going to try to do is encourage you to take the walk down here and punch through, but hopefully that'll drop soon. Meanwhile, these pushing are still working. These guys are going to get cut off as well, which is nice to see. And do that. I'm going to encourage you to make that move afterwards. And yeah, you're looking to cut this guy off. And then maybe a little something like that. Let me just do this just to clean these borders up. You're pushing in there, you're pushing in there. We're doing a little something this way. You're going to keep kind of YOLOing over here, which maybe rather than a full YOLO, what I might do is this, and actually you're punching through here. Great. These guys here are all going to get enveloped, encircled. What did I say? Impocketed. They're going to be impocketed. I'm like, hold on. I got some word for this that I use.
Слушаю. Готов выдвигаться.
Lassoed. Then you get popped. There, a little bubble. Boy, I mean, I know, like, it's hard to cram tons of dudes in here, but seriously, that is taking a long time. Do we have any airports close to the front that I could deploy more? That's the wrong, I was using the wrong button. Where I could deploy more dudes. I do have this one. Why doesn't it show me? I guess it's only showing you airport. It's only highlighting airports with things deployed, but we've got tons of capacity over here. See, they're still deploying, but I can still give them orders here. That's why I was confused about some of this. Yeah, it must just be because it was completely beyond their range, which makes sense. It's like if these fighters who aren't doing anything, just trying to look for... Oh no, we're not actually fighting here. Hold on. Oh, we've claimed an airport here. Let's operate over Iran with some fighters. And I'll drop some more close air support in here. Okay. Good. Just imagine, man. Why are we talking about mind flayers from D&D? I like it, though. Oh! Estonia just declared war on Latvia? Okay. Yeah, so I think this is basically... This is the problem last time. I was like, no, this is fine. I think all this is doing is adding Estonia to the war. So, sure, that's going to be okay. And then, yeah, over here, this teal. Go ahead. Let's grab Tallinn. Oh, it's related to comments about tungsten. Okay. All right, lots of green here. We did make it through over here, which is great. What I'm going to do with one of these dudes, please go and take this airport as soon as possible. And you guys just keep pushing down this way. And actually, gold group, what I'm going to do is just redraw your plan, because you were on the wrong side here. Do this and hit play. But also, just keep pushing down this way as well. Thank you. Estonia, join the Allies. Okay. Join wars request. So Italy wants to join our wars. Sure. That's probably just adding Estonia to their war or something. We're getting green markers over here. Maybe it's finally happening. Meanwhile, we're kind of hoping that Germany is pushing in from the rear to Tehran. That would be convenient. Okay, these things finally went. So, this gold army needs to be reassigned somewhere. Let's take a look at diplomacy for a sec. I don't feel like we really need to put it on the Polish front or the Estonian front. The Norwegian front, there's not enough front there to matter. I could send some extra dudes in here for fight Spain, but looks like we are progressing through here, and mostly it's going to be a supply hellhole. So I'm thinking what's probably going to happen... Well, actually, I'm going to add you to this Iranian-Afghanistan front. You're going to deploy here and do that. But yeah, then we're gonna add a second army group in our Eastern Division is what's going to happen. Just in case, I'm going to tell you all to strategically redeploy to here. How come? Why aren't you toggling on your strategic redeployment? Why are you at sea? Fighting on 3 fronts, what could possibly go wrong? Oh shit, I'm so worried about that group. Let's take a little look-see over here. So this teal group, the guy with the great hat, he's our cavalry dude. We've got 2 separate impocketings over here. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take the ports, which would have been really good to just cut things off. But those are some pretty big impocketings. So clearly things are going kind of okay. For crying out loud. Why? Why? Were you stuck in, like, whatever island this is? Can I? Okay, I can redirect it that way. Oh, then you what? Can you redirect to roads? No? Okay. Don't we control that? Oh, in our Kingdom of Italy. I mean, that's a friend of ours, so I don't know, but alright. Oh, lordy, lordy. Anyway. How are we doing out... Oh, hello. Yeah, so let's just make sure that gets cleaned up. Actually, I'm going to do this just because that'll make that a little bit quicker, which is going to be okay. Yeah, punch into there as quickly as possible. Do this. Yeah, you come in through here as well, and then go there. They're very leery about pushing forward because there's no supply over here. But I mean, like, seriously, go and take some territory. It's not like the supply situation is going to get any better if you just stand around doing nothing. I might push a little there. But still like this. That's probably going to be quite difficult with the terrain, though, or at the very least very time-consuming. But if we can pocket those guys, that would be pretty sweet. Same thing here, although we don't have enough troops to really, like, cut the neck off that bulge. Oh, really? You can't connect from there? I guess not. Alright, all you guys, I'm just going to right-click on Vladivostok. Like, give her hell. All right, pushing through here. Glorious music is happening right now. I'm so happy. We don't have any standalone tank divisions. Our current tanks are heavies, which are going to be added to our infantry. We might be able to start that. How many super heavies do we have? We have a whole 21. And we have 500 light tanks, but they're super obsolete. They might get used for like armored recon divisions, because that's pretty much all they're going to be good for. So no, we don't have any real tank stuff going on. Our tempo is very different given like all the Civil War stuff, change of government, and everything. Can you guys, can you like do this? Yeah, that'd be quite good. All right, sinking some Japanese convoys. That's at least something. So these guys are still here. And these guys are here. I mean, fair enough, I guess. All right, this subgroup. We'll start doing convoy raiding over here. Because who knows, maybe we can get something done. And this task force, I guess what you're going to be set to, even though you've got some light cruisers in here and not just pure DDs, but your job is just going to be set to convoy escort, even though that's not really what you excel at. That's going to have to be okay. So our Russian reserve fleet is way over here. Must have just not been able to reinforce. Guess we'll get these subs here to, I was going to say raid the English Channel. They'll probably get obliterated. But these are all super obsolete as well. Like, it's actually not a big deal if we lose them, because they are ridiculously obsolete. We'll have you do convoy raiding off of Iberia over here and see what kind of stuff you can hit, because there's probably some things that are happening there. We might be able to catch some reinforcements, troop transports, and that would be really good. Okay, so Tehran is down.
Готов выдвигаться.
So just make a run down to here. We'll get another control point. Actually, there's some more over here as well that we'll look to grab. Oh, these guys aren't pocketed. Oh, and trying to break out.
Слушаю.
Go. I don't think they're going to be able to last very long. Oh, right, no, Estonia's fine. It's like, hold on, wait, did something change? No, we're already at war with Estonia and Latvia. We are they are our friends, even though they're not in our faction. Clean this up. How are we doing in Norway? So again, the problem here with this front.
Смирно.
First of all, it's interesting. Only 14 divisions are assigned. Is there? Oh, there's a second front going on. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna redraw the push to here. It'd be great if Sweden was a territory you could walk through right now, either because, you know, we took it or something. I'm gonna grab a handful of these guys in the back and just get them to do this. So it looks like one of our allies is gonna handle that. Yeah, no, that's about to pop. So there we go. Halt. So yeah, there's just the one front. It's extremely narrow, but it looks like it is working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift click to go into Tromsø, make sure we claim that, because it'll be a route for supply because of the naval base and everything, so that's going to be good. Okay, so speaking of ships, we do have some shipyards available. What I was hoping to do pretty soon is develop some better submarine technology. What can I hit? Oh, I can expand a steel mill. Sure, let's do it. Okay. Because right now I'm not sure that adding more of this is going to be helpful. So what I'm going to do then, just because I'm going to add a second line of convoys. Just do that. And also, I just realized the naval repair queue. I don't know why this isn't always maxed. I always want things repaired if need be. Okay, this push is still going okay. Tromsø is a nice town too. Nice. I haven't been to Norway at all, and it's something I don't like. What this called? Well, there's a bunch of separate wars that are all sort of merged together, right? I guess if we go here, we get a list of all the current wars. Yeah, so and the titles sometimes show up weird depending on who's calling you in. But yeah, technically there's the Italian-American War, the Japanese-Russian War, and the Italian-American War. But you know, everyone refers to some of these wars sometimes in real life by different names, depending on what they thought were the more interesting, parts of whatever. Is there a good avenue here for a manual attack?
Держать дистанцию.
I mean, you can stop that and chill, because you're not pushing. I'm not sure there's a good hole here.
Так точно.
This might be a possibility. And if that can swing, it's not bad, because we're going along railroad connections, and maybe coming around behind to take this city. But we've got Vladivostok back! With the city we sold out something like 7 years ago to get Japanese support in our civil war. We have retaken it. Let me do this. Actually, over here, Gold Division is supposed to be one of my focused attackers, and they are no longer very focused. So I'm going to go and pull this back a lot. In fact, oh, you do still have an attack thing. Let me delete the battle. Oh, is it right there? There we go. Let me delete your offensive line and just redraw. All we're interested in doing is pushing down further along the coast with the Gold Army group over here. That's going to be lovely. Let's take a look at supply map mode. It's pretty bad over here. Is there a supply point we can grab to cover that? I mean, maybe eventually we get this, it covers it a little bit. Maybe this. Mostly we just have to push through this awkward period. Looks like this might be a good push. This guy's clearly not entrenched because he's moving. He's only at like 1/3 organization. That would be very nice. We get some Lend-Lease. I don't know what these are, but I'll take them. Yeah, all my armies have the give me lots of truck mode engaged. So anywhere they are, the supply hubs are automatically getting that. Hey, Warsaw's fallen! Which is something we're cheering about because of how things have gone over here. So my little purple division, what do I do? Was it right click? Control right click. Okay. I just want to make sure I've got the right army selected. I'm just going to go and clear your orders, put you over here, do this. Oh, almost all of them are out of here, which I hadn't realized. Danzig's gonna go. All right. Meanwhile, there's no encroachment of anything over here. No. Looks like a bit of a stalemate on the other side of the Pyrenees for now, but at least it's not a terrible sign. Let's go to diplomacy map mode and just make sure there's no specks of red anywhere we don't expect it. Oh yeah, no, that we know about. That's okay. So they still have Cyprus. Presumably they still have Malta, and they do. Little area unclaimed right now, but that's fine. My Golden Army made it through. They did land without dying, somehow, miraculously. So that's great. What I'm going to do is actually redraw their front to something like this and get them to push here. Estonia's capitulated. So that's going to free up some more of our troops. Okay, what's this one over here? Okay, so the Polish attacking army and the Estonian attacking army are now free and clear. Do I put them into the east? And I think the answer might be yes. It's going to take them a long time to get there. It's either that or I throw in more dudes into the mess over here, but supply is an issue. Now, supply is going to be kind of an issue in the east as well. A lot of these are pretty, they're still kind of green, which is surprising to me. It's very surprising. Unless I just throw them in here. I guess we are going to need more troops to push into India. But more troops won't help us take this much faster. I mean, maybe Iran. And actually, the further we push through it here, then the more we can sort of surround Afghanistan. Okay, I'm going to put this army here, which was responsible for taking Poland. We're going to give them a line over here and a push that way. And this group here... Now, I could consider some naval invasions of Norway. I do have my Marines, which are finally not totally green, so that's good. Denmark is independent, which is annoying. No, I think we're going to continue with plan. Marines move over here and maybe open up some stuff for us. That's going to be fine. Wait, you over here. You're not part of any battle plan? Okay, let me make sure. This is going to add you to the Army Group Battle Plan. Which is interesting that you weren't actually active. And then, okay, over here. think I might do another hard push like so. You might have some supply issues when you get there, but let's see what we can accomplish. All right, good progress. Those Dutch troops fighting in Iran? Yeah, man, the Netherlands are on the side of Japan. They joined the Japanese faction a long time ago. I don't know why. Did they go fascist? Could be.
Так точно.
Okay, let's widen this a little bit. We probably don't lose Vladivostok too much, although none of these guys are actually just occupying Vladivostok, which is a little scary. So in hindsight, you know what? You've got to push this way. Because urban terrain is a little easier to defend, but not if everyone's just moving through. Push, 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 push. Go, go, go. Any chance we can do this?
Выходим.
No, that's unfortunate.
Слушаю.
But that might work. Okay. Yeah, not much we can do in a lot of these places here. I do have some transport planes. I don't have a lot. I don't remember if I deployed them. I think I did, actually. I think these are my transport planes over here. Yeah, they've got a few supply orders. Maybe I should deploy them to Afghanistan. I think we're going to do that. We're going to add supply to the Afghanistan zone for our troops. Also, speaking of, I don't think they're moving.
Готов выдвигаться.
You're mostly redeploying? Okay, let me give you a shift click to do this, just to encourage you to keep pushing. Hey, we got a new trains! L-class trains! Which I think are cheaper than the base ones? Yeah, from 70 to 50. We could look into more of the armored trains and stuff. They're a lot more expensive to produce. I don't know if we're actually being strategically bombed right now, so we may not need to worry about that. I might want to look at just getting submarine 3s. Because sub 3s are the basis for your raiding fleets. Gun trains. Yeah, gun train is pretty cool too. I mean, we all love trains. Okay, make it to sub 3, and then we'll look into gun trains potentially after this then. What's the name of your country? Third Rome! Purple doesn't have anything. Oh, hey, we took Danzig. Lovely. Well then, tell you what, Purple. You... no, not here. There we go. There you go, that's what I want to do. New army group, not that there's much going on yet here. I'm going to get you to... plan that. You're just going to redeploy for now, but that's going to be okay. All right, everyone's got actions. We're definitely making some progress over here, which is nice to see. This push has also gone exceptionally nice. I'm going to take one of you guys and just go and take this behind. And yeah, you're going to do that and that, which is glorious. Maybe a little something like this. Oh. Oh, that's not my dude, that's why. Okay, push, 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 and...
Готов выдвигаться.
Yep, okay, good. Excellent. Now we have L trains. How long before we open the L gates? Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to get a little bit of a horrible... what are they? Oh, nanites, right? The nanite swarms, the Grey Tempest from the L gates. Okay, so we've taken all of Sakhalin. So now what do we do? Well, first of all, our little garrison group over here clearly needs to be told to also garrison this territory over here, which they say is going to need 39 divisions. Fair enough. I think these guys don't really have much going on, and there are some, like, theoretically full infantry divisions, but they're all, like, there's some foreigners and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send them to this garrison group and just pad that out. I'm going to go and release the field marshal from our garrisons. And in fact, well, this is another field marshal, but it's another leader we can put on a more real army. So as opposed to the garrisons. So they're going to have that. Oh, I guess I will add a little more area defense over here because we just want to keep guarding the coast as effectively as possible. Saying it needs 66. That's with the full Coast Guard. If I just tell you, if I abandon the full coastal guarding, just guard the naval bases, supply hubs, and victory points. Those are going to be the big ones. Focus on that for now. That's going to be okay. Hopefully, America doesn't come and do a big naval invasion of us, but we haven't gotten a notification about it yet, so fingers crossed. How are we doing on trains? We do have twice as many trains as we need, so that's okay. And then, yeah, we've got this boosted up, so that's going to be fine as well. How's our artillery? You know what? I do want to boost my artillery production here, because I would like to add artillery to more of our lines. We're still short on tungsten, unfortunately. Hopefully we can grab some more. We don't really have any trading partners for tungsten. I guess I could bring a little bit in from Italy. Again, we're not getting a very efficient exchange there, but I may as well do that. And I don't think we've got a trading partner for rubber either. Yeah, barely any. So that kind of sucks. Construction-wise, so we got one more supply hub. Then we're building a bunch of radar on the East Coast, which I still like. Clearly what we could be doing is adding more refineries. But maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll cancel the anti-aircraft guns in our coast over here. That might not be quite as important. Okay. War atrocity train. All right. I don't expect we can do a naval invasion over here. I mean, first of all, we won't have enough naval superiority, so it's going to be kind of moot. We'd probably, lose, but maybe at some point. That's going to be something we're sort of thinking and prepping towards. All right, you're still training up here, which is good. I'm going to get some more of our sort of light garrison units over here. I'm going to crank them up 24 at a time. We'll do a couple of full armies of those. Really lightweight. We've got the manpower. We've got the equipment. The big thing right now is, like, we could deploy a lot more troops, but mostly it's the supply issue. Like, we could train more troops, but we really wouldn't feel like we're in a position to deploy them anywhere. Okay, so this here is going to get cleaned up pretty quick. In fact, I'm going to get you to do this, then punch through here, and then make your way down this way. That should work out pretty well. Airborne division? What, for over here? I don't know if we'd have air superiority either, but yeah, airborne / Marines is a way to invade Japan. Yeah, I think we're going to focus on mainland, for lack of a proper word, but we will be planning a big invasion of the actual Japanese home islands, but just not yet. Warm water port too, that's true, in the Black Sea. What we don't have much of is naval production, although I suspect if we go down this tree over here, which we haven't touched at all, we're probably going to get some more naval bases to dockyards to actually produce more ships. Okay, so we're not making progress there, but it's actually not so bad. So what I'm going to do here is come around that way and see if we can add in more forces in this spot. We're progressing here, so we're going to see if we can do a little bit of a punch move. Actually, I guess do that as well. It'd be nice to do an encirclement on this guy, but mostly we want a little bit more breathing space in this area. That's our goal. And then you're progressing down the coast. Even though you're a very thin little army, we're going to keep pushing down here and seeing what we can do. Meanwhile, all right, making some progress into Afghanistan. Not much, but some. Can you get this guy? Yeah, good. Excellent. And then push and then continue. Thank you. That obviously should work fine. It's embarrassing when they don't actually advance automatically to certain areas. Oh, like here, like. Can you just finish this? I could unassign some dudes manually as well, but... Go, go, go. So yeah, Iraq is independent. I think... Oh, they're not independent. Never mind. No, wait. Oh, okay. Iraq is part of the Japanese faction, but isn't in the war. They are in the war, but somehow we are not actually part of the exact same war as Iraq. Which seems weird. And I suspect we'll get called in at some point. We'll see. Oh, we need to take air? Yeah, I guess you're right. What's the deal with Ireland over here? So they are staying out of it. Okay. Over here, I can't remember.
Слушаю.
This army does have the go button, but nothing's really happening. And wow, that is a lot. That's 10 American divisions over here. All we're going to be doing is sitting here getting attrition to death, which is no good. Should we just declare war on Sweden? How many wars going on? A lot. I mean, essentially, it is World War. And here we're kind of sort of meaning it literally. I mean, military access, but you don't think you can fight from having military access, even if they said yes. I think we can walk through, but I don't think we can attack from that. I'm not sure. I actually got pushed back one province. Oh, you're right, because we were right on the on Tromsø. Now, Finland's got some troops here. What I'm wondering about is if I pull my purple division off the border here with Norway and plan something like this, is Finland going to be able to hold that? Now, if I wanted to justify over here, how long would it take? How expensive would it be? 135 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep some troops. I'll keep a half a dozen guys on this border with a battle plan, just to hold off the Americans. We're going to reposition some over here to alleviate some of our supply issues a wee bit, and then we'll see from there. We are building transport. I would like to maybe get more transport planes more faster, although we are a little bit rubber limited. But I'm going to pull it near the top of my plane, so they actually get first shot at the rubber. And I'm going to go ahead and get, like, order in the 15 lines, and maybe I could cancel some of these. No, we'll leave those in there. If we get some more factories, we'll get more transport planes, because the supply drop may have been the reason we were a little bit successful at pushing forward over here. So you're still covering this area, which is going to be okay. And we've got some air support and superiority, which is also going to help in a variety of different ways, too. In fact, if we got an airport in Iran... No, too bad there's not one down here. But the progress is going well. Let me just box select, and I'm going to shift click over here. Guys, punch through here, please, and just take care of that. Thank you. Iran should GG out soon. I mean, I know they've got more territory over here, but we should have a lot of their core stuff. Latvian Republic wants to give me 21 divisions. Hey! Okay, I didn't actually expect Iran to capitulate right that moment, but they did. Now, Iran held some territory in India over here, which is currently back into Indian hands, which is controlled by the Allies. So we're still at war with them. So that doesn't really change up things too much. Our front lines here have just gotten real screwy, though. So how do I want to treat that? Oh, you don't actually have a field marshal assigned at all.
Мирно! Я готов! Так точно! Готов выдвигаться!
What I'm going to do is I'm going to army group front line here, but I'm going to not do the shift click. I'm going to keep them in their own individual little sub chunks. So it might make a couple of things a little bit more manageable. But the other thing we're going to be doing is, yeah, anyone who had some movements still in here. Oh, and I guess I got to give you a front line. Well, I mean, the idea is you're going to push in this way. Just get a range on the front line for now. That's going to be all right. Let's make sure to boop these guys and finish them off, please.
Готов!
Yeah, you're booping there, which is going to be okay. Yeah, so all of these guys, for example, I'm going to do this. Okay. Oh, unassigned division. Oh, these are our new volunteers. Well, I think what we're going to need is a lot more just in the east over and over and over again.
Слушаю.
I'm just going to do a strategic redeployment to over here. Now, I'll keep seeing the exclamation mark, and I'll probably keep clicking on them, but I just want them vaguely over there, and then we'll do some reorganization. Doctrine available. Oh, is it a new land? No, it's a new air one, which I'm fine with. Air support efficiency, yeah. So we're not, you know, we could be spending on improving our planes, but the doctrine improvements are pretty huge. They do have this port, which actually is going to be kind of the priority to take, which we're working on. Try to take that port as quick as possible, and then maybe run up the coast a little bit more, so we can deny a little bit of supply. Yes, the Japanese cipher was popped, and is now recycling. I think it helped us make some progress over here quite a bit, and we're definitely pushing in some more, which is great to see. And yeah, some guys aren't moving forward, possibly because of supply issues. Why don't you go and make a push to Pyongyang? Across here, then we can maybe push down south through the Korean Peninsula, but mostly it's about continuously pushing along the coast, which I realize is we're skipping the coast in Korea, but if we can go to here and then grab these control points over here, this territory becomes like really choked out supply-wise. Cairo. Oh! That's good for us! The Germans made it across the Suez and have taken Cairo. Oh, that's brilliant. So it's still contested, so we can't currently pass yet, but we might be able to go through the Suez soon. That would be very good. I don't see any red spots over here. Okay. Did I start justifying? I didn't actually start justifying in Sweden, but let's go ahead and do that. Done. And yeah, I don't care if we don't progress through here. The only thing that matters is that we don't fall back through here. So that seems okay. Japan have any manpower left? Yeah, I don't know if we have enough intel for that. So they have, let's call it about 300 divisions. And that's their deployed manpower. Stockpile of manpower? No? How do we tell what their remaining manpower is? Is it on the civilian screen? Oh, yeah, they have another like 4, 5, 6 million manpower available, potentially. Okay. What's decisions? Expand stuff, war propaganda. I don't need war propaganda. We're literally at 100%, so stop bugging me about that. We may as well go ahead and keep expanding these various factories, because sure, why not? Hello, you. Why don't you cut here, and you guys cut that way, and then keep going with the coast. There's rail, there's supply. I'm going to get you to push down to Seoul. A bunch of them are still beelining towards Pyongyang, though. Oh, this music is glorious! Maybe not on brand for, like, the third rebranding of Russia/Soviet Union that has happened since we started the run. But it's pretty damn glorious. Now, the Chinese Empire... Okay, they are part of that. I thought some of them were maybe in different factions. It might still be the case. Nope. I guess if anyone was part of the Allies over here, they got booped a long time ago, so that kind of makes some sense. I'm going to grab you guys and do a little shift click over here to encourage a very aggressive move this way, which might not work out. I wonder, did we get some dudes booped over here?
Внимание!
I'm not sure that we did. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to hit go on the battle plan, which is push that way. But I'm also going to strongly encourage... I'm going to do a shift click to here. So anyone who, like, gets in a fight and then stops for some reason, then they'll bounce back and follow the normal battle plan. But I would like a very aggressive move to cut through to Karachi? 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 Karachi. Someone in chat is going to know. Well, then there's, like, going to be the accepted English pronunciation versus, you know, the proper, for whatever value of proper there is. Getting some serious supply problems. Aegean Sea, Naval Invasion? Really? Well, that's our allies are dealing with that, so that's kind of beyond our scope. Crikey! Alright, yeah, cut down to Crikey over here. Let's give him a good day. What decisions? Develop more mines, more iron ore. Yeah, you know it's fine. I'm not really saving my political power for anything, I don't think, so I think that's okay. Far East Fortification is going to be kind of obsolete because we're not fortifying anything over there, but I think it does lead to some stuff. There you go. That got pushed, which is great. Oh, we get a little stalled out over here, which is too bad.
Royce!
Oh, there's actually dudes here. I can actually see them.
Royce!
I know there's river crossings and things, but we may as well throw in a little bit more muscle in that one place. This might be a vulnerable spot. I don't know. We got some German allies over here who may or may not be actually ready to assist in the attacks, which can sometimes be frustrating.
До приказа! Верно!
Purple. Here, well, you're getting close. We'll make sure you're ready to activate. Naval Invasion. Okay, that's you there. Dangerous one in the Benelux, Northwest Germany. So none of that is what I consider to be my responsibility. No one's invading our actual territory over here. This push isn't working, but that's fine. We're getting ready to do the Swedish run. These are the gold troops that are doing the strategic redeployment over here. I would love to do a punch from here into that way. I don't know if there's enough supply over here, though, and it looks like the answer is currently very much no. Flexible line. All right, let's go. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, more trains. Yeah, let's do the train research. Everyone likes the trains. We're going to do that. Exploration forces are being called back. Okay, that's fine. So we might have some divisions that don't look full anymore, depending on where I had those deployed, which is going to make me think that they got, like, stack wipe, but I don't think is the case. I'm going to reset you now, because some of you guys were doing strategic redeploys. I'm going to override that a little sooner. Looks like we've got a little... I guess if some of these troops were helping out over here, we could punch through. But if they can just punch through here, that's going to be better. Because then we can loop behind both of these guys. Probably I won't be able to in-pocket these guys, but it'll probably force a fallback, and these guys might get in-pocketed over here, which is nice.
Готов подвигаться.
That's going to be your plan. Done. La Cucaracha. La Cucaracha. Oh, people are still debating how to pronounce... this city over here. So yeah, we don't actually have a front line over here, which I could extend, although this will only extend... Oh no, it does redraw everything. It does reorganize how the armies are sorted. Okay, that's fine. Push, push, push. All right, these are very progressing well, which is great. And yeah, you're gonna do that, which I'm very pleased with. Yeah, I think this pushing's going well. We captured a Japanese operative. We have ways of making you talk. Oh, we will make you squeal like moose and squirrel. Sorry, that's my best Russian accent, which is a bad impression of a very fake Russian accent. It's like I'm just stacking negative modifiers on the quality of my impersonation. Interesting that there's this, like, sort of gap here. Quill's armies are very progressive. They defeat everyone equally. Exactly. So we're still fine on everything. Don't have very many armored cars. I think we only captured some as part of other people capitulating, because I've never built an armored car in this particular run. Armored cars aren't bad.
Готов подвигаться.
Just, you know, we've been busy. So that's going to fall very quickly, which gives us control over this base for whatever value that might have. So yeah, we're not in a war against Iraq, which is really interesting. Japan's got troops over here, but it's not actually a concern of ours.
Так точно.
Gold group's still sort of moving forward, generally speaking. I think I will give you a battle plan now. I think I'm going to do this. There's going to be two separate gold lines, but whoopsie daisy. You're going to do this, and you're going to have orders to push down the Korean Peninsula once you get there, please. Excellent. Is this gold group? Oh, that's that gold group. Yeah. Here, I'll hit play. Just so that, because otherwise I'm going to forget you. Okay, pushing here.
Внимание!
Do this. That might get you insta-boot. Because you'll arrive and then get attacked, but you won't have any org, so you might just GG out. Depends on the order of when people will get here. If I got there first and you retreated into me, then yeah, you would get insta-boot, but that's not going to be the case. It's actually going to be another attack, which we will definitely win.
Так точно!
And yeah, push to Pyongyang. Cut this in half. So this is a little bit vulnerable because they could go and pinch off our bulge here, but realistically, I don't think there's anything they can do. It finally happened! Wait, Turkey's called in Afghanistan. Oh, sometimes when someone capitulates, another government comes up. What's it? Not preliminary. Not presumptive. It's another P. Government. Anyway, not interim. It's a P word! God damn it. Hey, right, provisional. Thank you very much, Ebola Cat. Provisional is exactly what I'm looking for. So, like, I think when they capitulate, they set up, like, provisional government, or, like, there's a change of hands in the government, so someone gets called in, but they're still not there. Afghanistan is done.
Готов выдвигаться!
So this whole group over here, well, really what this is, the Iran-Afghanistan, this is the India theater, is really what we're looking at. So they're going to reposition on the front, and then otherwise just keep pushing, and that's going to be fine. They still have a battle plan. As far as I know, everyone's still assigned to everything over here, so that's going to be okay. They're getting compressed. Can we get... Can you do this, please? And then what we can do is just quickly clean up
Выходим!
this over here. We'll just clean up the front line pretty dramatically. Preposterous. Yeah, it's a preposterous government. That's the word I'm looking for. Hey, the Far East fortifications are done! Huzzah! So probably not relevant, but it was a bit of a panicked response to whatever would happen. Protect the White Sea Baltic Canal. Western defensive line. Builds more land forts. The Tsar line. Just land forts everywhere. Move the industry, which should give us some free industry. We might not have maxed it out because of the way the mathematics... Oh, no, this is the move. This is not the get the free one. Right, it's Tankograd over here that gives us some free ones. We are going to get a bunch of free military factories. So you know what? I'm just going to go and do this. We could optimize it for all kinds of better stuff, but screw it. We're going to do that. Atom bomb. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we can build up, enough air presence to have superiority over Japan and just nuke it, that will... probably work. Yeah, so you're going to finish taking Pyongyang. So yeah, this is like wildly overstretched, and yet not really something I'm scared about. We're going to make sure to push in this way just to widen this breach. And we're going to have to redraw some of these lines because these our armies are getting split. But we're okay for now. But really, it'll be easier for us to just do a naval invasion. Like, the amount of effort you need to be able to drop a nuke, you can also just drop, like, 1,000 paratrooper divisions into the territory, or, mount your naval invasion, or do any of those things.
Готов выдвигаться!
Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone here to shift-click. Oh, glorious music! Take all their ramen. Oh, God, I want ramen. I'm gonna have soup for dinner. I made some turkey soup the other day. I'm just be making more of that. Okay. We're researching the sub stuff over here. We are going to want snorkels as well in our subs if we start to do that, so I'm going to research that. We've got trains being researching, so that's going to be okay. Let's make sure there's no really odd red bits unexpected anywhere. Nowhere over here. Everything looks good. Everything looks good over here, as far as I can tell. Good. I might be able to naval invade a few of these small islands, like with my Marines, but we're going to wait. Actually, let's take a quick look at what our Marine divisions look like right now. I think I'll just make them even 20, just to say. Not that that's a particular sweet spot number. We're going to want engineers for them. I probably want signal company, because we want maximum breakthrough on these guys. Logistics company does help with breakthrough. Actually, sort of field hospital, which is interesting. Field hospital gives you more breakthrough than having a light tank recon group. And then probably just some support artillery for actual damage. 18 better. Is it for this? I guess that's true, actually, based on the charts we were doing. 18 is better if we're doing, what, 84s? Which is forests? So I guess we'll just leave that. $18 is the best number. Okay, you're right. What was I thinking? 18 is obviously the best number, period, and forever and ever and ever. Okay, you guys halt and refigure out what your deployment is. This, I think, this gold group, I don't know. Everyone's doing weird-ass shit. It's just such a messy front because, like, when you get a front that moves very quickly, things are always going to be super messy. Oh my god! Germany blew up the Suez Canal. Which seems dumb. Like, that's what you do if you think you're going to lose control over it. I don't think they're going to lose control over it. I think the AI was just like, oh, here's a button. I can push a button. Basically, the AI was playing like I do. Well, Spain's almost done. So the big question will be if at some point someone tries to, what is it, Operation Sea Lion? Was that the one where, like, Germany was going to navally invade the UK? When is our justification here going to finish? Oh, January 44. So not for a while yet. I should really probably attach my planes to my my armies at this point, so they actually just follow things. Are these operating over the Sea of Japan? We could probably take a better airport then. Go here and operate over the Sea of Japan. Actually, our control over the Sea of Japan doesn't look too bad. Sank some American convoys. A few mines. Now our ships are all docked here. We could start to deploy them. What I'm going to do is I will break away the submarines over here. Now, the stack of 63 submarines is pretty ridiculous. But I think I'm going to deploy you anyway in the Sea of Japan to do convoy raiding. Hurt supplies, hurt reinforcements. If anyone retreats over here... Actually, I guess I might cover the East China Sea and the Yellow Sea. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Did you have some weird area assigned to you before? No, don't do this. Don't be stupid. Boy. There we go. I don't know if there's a sweet spot to, like, splitting up the sub numbers, but try requesting from Germans that you take over the occupation Suez area. If they agree, rebuild it. Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I'll leave it because I don't really care. So I'm going to keep my actual war fleet in here, or am I? I guess what I could do is I could put the war fleet on strike force. So if they see a target, go after it, but they're not going to patrol, they're not going to waste fuel. They'll probably just get obliterated, but, you know, that's fine. I mean, we do have an aerial presence over here, which is good. Not as much over here, but we'll be able to deploy some more planes over here maybe soon. Yeah, we don't produce a million naval bombers. It would be nice to have a few more. I think what I'm going to do is I will order the construction of a big ol' airbase over here, so we can deploy more planes here. Sorry, what is it that I can do? Oh, war propaganda. I never wanted to... Go away, war propaganda. God. Such an annoying pop-up. You keep thinking there's something important and useful and fun to push. And they're like, no, no, it's just the war propaganda button. Which is pointless. I'm going to get you to run down the east coast over here. We'll take Busan. Or Busan. I don't know if you guys heard strange household noises. I think a pipe just had an air bubble in it. The fall of Gibraltar. Italy takes Gibraltar. Oh, we're actually not going to be able to defeat those there. Too bad. I was hoping to cut that off and do that, but yeah, there's no org over there, but that's okay. Save your soul? Never. Wait. Or maybe I will, but we're gonna take Japan's soul. That's right, not Korea's soul, because Japan has control over it. Maybe we'll be total buds with Korea. We'll see. But right now it's Japanese soul, and we want to take it away from them.
Готов выдвигаться.
I think it should, like,
Выходим.
come through here and then make your way up to Lahore. Actually, come to here where the rail is, and then work your way up the rail to Lahore, and we'll see what kind of sneaky stuff we can do here. We're doing all this without tanks, but that's pretty legit. All right, so we, large ship on low strength. We know, but you're set to repair, right? Yeah, don't auto split off. Repair priority is high, so yeah, repair immediately. How do you change the engagement rules? Oh, up here. Engage at low risk only. But yeah, we're engaging like the entire Japanese Navy over here, including some carriers and stuff. So yeah, no, we're gonna lose the Navy there. But if we can sink a few pot shots, it'll be okay. Our Navy's like super obsolete and kind of pointless anyway, so I'm not crying over it. I kind of knew that would happen as soon as I deployed them, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. Portugal's there wasn't even a Portugal. When did Portugal respawn? Because this was all like Spanish something or other. But I guess when Spain capitulated, maybe Portugal respawned over here, and then that has since fallen as well. Train to be... Yeah, it's actually... I haven't watched it, and I need to watch it. Alright, so we got tons of stuff. We have burned through a lot of our trucks. For a while there, we had like 8,000. But we're still well ahead of our need. Decision is war propaganda, which I don't care about. But I guess there's bits of India that are around that I'm propagating against. Sure. Kind of silly and pointless, but sure. Haven't the Yanks dealt with the Navy yet? Nah, apparently not. Like, what are the Yanks doing? Like, for some reason they never invaded me. They could have easily done it from Alaska. You know America, they want to wait until the last possible minute to actually do something useful in the war, and then take all the credit for it. That's the way it works.
Я готов.
I'm gonna get you to actually just take the coast for now. Japanese are Oh, Xinjiang. You think they're pushing through here? Do we have a gap? I guess I do have a gap, don't I? It's hard because there's a little hole there. Although Germany's there. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing much. Anyway, we're coming in from behind them. So if they want to extend this way while we swoop in behind them, that's actually not going to end that well for them. Italy wants some more manpower. Of course they do. Here. Have some more. Oh, Grumpy, that's terrible. We need boots on the ground in Pusan. Pusan boots. Puss in Boots? The fairy tale? Yeah. That's terrible. I love it. Thank you very much. That's the kind of quality chat content I'm always looking for.
Смирно!
Alright, so that seems to be going well here. They'll stall out, and then, yeah, if we can try to redraw. Ideally, like, sometimes because they're so jumbled, what I like to do is be like, I'll reform some new divisions out of people like that are just in a shared geographical area, but that's probably not going to be helpful. I wonder if we can land here. There's no naval bases in these areas. Although I suppose I could use planes to drop off supplies, but I don't know if I have enough dominance to do that. It'd be great to have the 45 tech. We might want to boost our manpower divisions just because we are going to be occupying more and more territory, and it's going to become more and more efficient to have the military police. I said manpower divisions, but I meant military police divisions. The other thing that would be nice is get ready to, well, it's still a while away, but it would be really nice to get the modern tank chassis and then just switch our production heavily to this. Can land without a naval base and build one. I mean, I guess that's true. We have done shit like that before.
Готов!
Done. Actually push this way.
Готов выдвигаться.
There. So this is going to fall soon. And then I think, as soon as that's done, I think we're going to do a pretty big redraw of some of our battle plans over here. What can I do here? Is it more war prop against someone I don't care about? Thanks, game. Every time I get excited. Well, it's a little late for, you know, any of this to matter, but... you know what? I might want to save that XP. Oh, I can do a ground doctrine. That's interesting. So it's doctrines available, but yeah. Land. Mass assault. Yeah, I'm going to get the doctrines over here, although this is not a very useful one. We are going to want to do some template changes and some tank changes soon. How are we doing on our super heavies? 73 whole super heavy tanks. Do I not have a production line over here? I guess you're mostly waiting on your damn tungsten. Let's put you at the top.
Готов выдвигаться.
We need to conquer more tungsten somewhere. Is this an actual... Oh, no, that's bases in short supply. I saw the Russian Far East, and I thought that's where the naval invasion was happening. Iberian Coast, East China Sea. Oh, that's a naval battle. Yeah, it's not an invasion. I guess the invasion's in the Aegean, which I don't care about. Wow, this naval battle's never ending. It's probably not going to end until we lose all our ships. How are things in Norway? Well, we haven't done anything explicitly, but you're right. How looks like we did push back and retake. Oh, hold on. Can I take Tromsø right now? That is actually working surprisingly well. Maybe Sweden will get to live another day after all. Probably not. Pillage. Well, I don't know how many killed versus ran. Like, you know, some of them might have gone away for repairs. Yeah, we lost a lot of boats there. Tungsten can be found in mouth of rivers. Dock? No. No.
Я готов.
Okay, there you go. All right, so what I'm going to do... is this army group is going to get the shift-clicked front line. Which is going to be a very broad, sort of generic coverage of as much as possible. With some sort of instruction to push this way. Oh, hang on. Let me redraw that, because these guys might not have gotten it. Because they already had individual orders. So let me redo this again. So, this whole army group, shift-clicked, generic-y front line, push to here. Okay. This secondary little army group. Which is very lacking in commanders, but it's gonna have to do okay. Delete. 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 You're gonna get a shift click and drag, so these two are gonna combine together, but it'll be a bit more of a focused. And your job is gonna be to push north that way. I know we're lacking in generals and things, but that's gonna be all right. We'll give them a beat to sort of get reorganized, especially a bunch of these guys. Actually, all of these guys, I'm going to tell them to halt, and they can recalculate what they're going to do here to get to this front. And then we'll hit play after. Okay, how's the supply situation over here? Actually, shockingly good. Shockingly good supply situation over here. Oh, you're disconnected. So I really wish there was a big error message for those. I talked about that last time we streamed. But this is a supply hub we took from somewhere else, and it's not connected to us rail-wise. We can just do a little something like that. Oh, I gotta click on the province, not the supply hub. I'm like, why isn't it going? Okay, build that up as quickly as possible. Anyone else disconnected? No, you're just not getting enough, but also, frankly, you're not gonna be able to reach over here for very long anyway. And we're not going to be able to build a supply hub mid-battles. That's not going to work. But at least the railroad's very quick. So if I'm doing a railroad connection from, say, here to up here. There you go. That does build very quickly and will help things. There's no supply hub over here to talk about. There is one over here. Wow, that is a long rail connection to... Where are these? Oh! I was confused. I thought, does this not have a rail connection? But it does. It has the, my allies don't get to be supplied from this symbol, which I was somewhat confused about. So, I guess we'll connect you that way. I mean, that's not actually the shortest. Maybe we could run one along here. You know, I'm going to build it anyway, but I kind of like the idea of maybe running some rail along the coast like that. And we could set up a few alternate lines depending on how we need some flow. Okay, anyway, that should be all right for now. We're already making a little bit of progress over here. Interesting.
Внимание!
Hey, what?
Готов!
Okay, you two come here. I don't think that's going to progress. Maybe with some help it will, but I'm going to get the plan going anyway. So I'm giving all my armies a chance to get in position. Although, there is actually a remarkably thin area over here if we manage to punch through. And we're going to get the big action plan
Готов
going.
выдвигаться.
And you guys are going to be told to do this. Try to YOLO through here, which might not work. And it looks, unfortunately, the answer is it won't. Actually, there's a little bit of back and forth going on here.
Я готов.
I think there were a lot of people doing strategic redeployment when I gave them this command.
Пошли! Пошли! Слушаю.
Meanwhile, over here... I guess I'll give you the go command. Okay, so there's that. How are we doing over here? It's progressing. Weird bulk. Oh yeah, because we gave the big command to go to Lahore. Let me grab, yeah, just you, and I'm just gonna get you to go in a different direction. I'm gonna try to grab control of the rail over here to cut off the supply to this supply hub, which is really something I should be looking at a little bit more actively, as much as possible.
Выходим.
And then even if you could claim it completely, that would be great. Did you start a land war in Asia? Well, technically, no. Oh, wait. We did start the land war in Afghanistan. That's true. That we did do that. But the rest of it, technically, we didn't start it. We just joined someone else's war. But it was always our plan. I know. It's one of those rules. Also, don't go against a Sicilian when death is on the line. I'm going to change my mind and do this, because a bunch of these are going somewhere else. Bulgarian reintegration campaigns in the Balkans. Okay. So we actually are punching here, and if we can grab that capital, that'll be quite nice. And I suspect, yeah, if we grab this, not only grab the hub, but yeah, it'll cut off a lot of supply there. We kind of need to get the hub in Harbin afterwards. You actually have a lot of hubs interconnected over here. But still, this should do a big number on these guys. And depending on where the capital rearranges, because all the supply flows out of the capital, right? So if the capital ends up moving over here, these guys are going to be effed. Completely effed. Yeah, we do a lot of these, like, push-throughs and bulge, and we could be in trouble. We got enough troops in here, it's going to be okay, then, except for the shortage of supply, but...
Я готов.
Yeah, rather than push there, go here. Actually, you guys as well.
Выходим.
Make this move. Oh, that guy moved.
Слушаю.
Alright, well, that's fine. Then you're going to come this way. So, yeah. Naval Battle. I can't... Still going on! Well, they're catching probably more of our ships. Yeah, which we are losing in huge numbers. I should just tell maybe them to stay home then. Hold. Cancel the current mission. Move to the closest port. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. I mean, you might be fine. You're probably not fine, but I still want the subs operating. I mean, you know, losses are part of the natural order of things, I guess. What's happening in South America? That's a good question. Surprisingly static. Considering there are multiple factions represented here. So Brazil's independent and not in any wars. Yeah. So we get the Allies, and we do have the Japanese faction over here, but I don't think much has moved. Peru, I think, is holding on just fine.
До приказа.
Make sure we're not losing this province. It looks okay. So we're fighting some Allied troops and some Japanese faction troops. The conspirator sphere, which is what I keep calling it.
Я готов.
Okay, you are pushing through over here, which is good.
Готов выдвигаться.
I'm gonna want one of these to make sure they're pushing this way right away, if at all possible.
Готов выдвигаться. Я готов.
You're not moving, but you should. If we can grab more of this rail and deny maybe some supply hub up here. Where's their supply hub? There. Oh, we control this one. All right, so that's okay. Not a hot war, not a cold war, just kind of siesta war in South America? I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, this river is really going to be a big point of contention. Did we grab airports down here? Oh, I was in the wrong mode, but... Are there really no airports in Korea? Wow. All right, let's build one. Jesus. That's unexpected. Because that would definitely make a difference on assigned divisions. First of all, is anyone short on things? So this one here, these are Mountaineer Divisions. Unless I could probably just pad that out.
Готов. До приказа.
Since the Mountaineer Division has useful commands, we can just jump in on that.
Я готов.
There we go.
До приказа.
As I say, oh, did we lose some divisions? No, those were the expeditionary forces, I think, that got recalled. Sinkiang has capitulated. So that's going to shake up the situation. That was over here, right? No, here. Now, it still says it on the map because there's tons of Japanese troops that are there, so that doesn't just eliminate itself immediately. But that's still overall kind of a positive sign for our situation. Our front line not actually reaching here. Let's do that. Oh, it's probably cut because of the mountains and stuff before. So let's redraw that. That's going to be okay. As far as I know, everyone's still pushing.
Так точно.
Counterattack here, so we don't lose that. And actually, that's going to go pretty well.
Я готов.
You over here, you might be able to push in here quite well, in fact. Yes, that's going to be really good. And what we're going to do... See, just something weird happens in Hoi sometimes when you box select. It box selects people like a million miles away from where you were. But I'm going to try to make that run. These are maintenance companies for what will hopefully eventually be our tank divisions. How's our super heavies coming in? 110. So that is a bug. Oh, it happens all the time. And you can, like, I've rewound my videos before to see, like, because, you know, I have shaky hands, I have poor coordination. Maybe when I tried to box select here, what I actually did is box selected like that. But no. It definitely sometimes grabs units that were definitely outside of the box for some reason. Now, I don't know why. Like, is it an accidental click on a front line that's messing things up? I don't know. It's very weird. I love seeing the trains on the map. The screenshots and things from like the Victoria 3 dev diaries that show the trains feel really good too. Because trains are great. Okay, we are punching through here. You guys who are just chilling, I know you don't have any supply, but you know what's not going to get any better anytime soon? Supply. So you may as well just attack. What are we short on? Oh, blitzes. Are we out of trucks? Shit, we're out of trucks. It does, I think, goes very fast as you get bombarded in places. Hey Quill, you know why a chicken coop has 2 doors? Because it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan! Thanks, Red Rover. I feel like it happens sometimes in EU4 as well. I think it's maybe just something in the engine that occasionally it's probably like a bit of a frame lag where it thinks the mouse is still positioned somewhere else, so it doesn't get the like start and end coordinates of your square. Lithuania offers basing rights. I would guarantee their independence. Military, yeah, I don't care about this actually. I mean, their independence might be fine. At some point, it'd be fun to maybe, you know, take over the entire world. We could just undo that. But it's like, I don't need the access. I don't need this. It's like, whatever. No, it's fine. Ah, shit, we're not pushing through here after all now. Some reinforcements in here, maybe. How's that airport coming along? That's what we need. Are we doing a biggest name game? Well, we're definitely there. I mean, our font was bigger when we were just Russia, but Third Rome is pretty cool. What is... Look at that's because of this front line over here. Who is that? Is that these guys? No, hold on. It's a specific division. Who the... It's these guys. Oh, right. That we're trying to do some sneaky sneaks. Why don't I get you guys to move? Ooh. Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, all 24 of you go over there, and you're gonna try a big push down this way, almost spearhead style. Oh, Tibet. Hold on, I'm not at war with Tibet. So that's not gonna work. Then this and spearhead probably won't work at all. But let's pretend. I should probably send some more agents specifically to Japan. Infiltrating the English stuff. Who's idle? Infiltrate. Building intel network in Yorkshire. I'll make some changes here. First of all, we'll try to get a little intel over there. Let's specifically do this. Defending subversive attacks in the homeland. We do need a little of that, so that's going to be okay. But yeah, let's go and unlock... here, we'll do the Cypher School. We'll work our way through some of this. Just join. Who's at war with? A few people. So basically, we're at war with everyone except, like, Central Europe. Well, Central, Western... I was just going to say against Europe, but, you know, there's Sweden and Norway over there. But yeah, basically we're at war with the entire world except Europe. More or less. Yeah. And it's going well. Actually, we haven't checked our losses for a while. I assume these have gone up a fair bit. And they certainly have gone up a lot since the last time we checked. But overall, I think our ratios are still looking pretty good. This is going to be the quagmire. That's going to be a little hard to break. Once we get our airport... Oh, there we go. Airport has formed. So let me take some of my existing wings here. Those are my naval bombers. Fighters, fighters. Oh, you don't have any XP anyway, so you know what? Never mind, I'll just make a green ring, because I think we've got a lot of fighters still sitting around in our reserves. Oh, maybe I'll do like 100 fighters? I hate that they don't accrue. Anyway, I'll just make a group. Doesn't matter. They'll upgrade to the best fighters. So we're going to set you up, and then we're going to find our CAS. Again, I don't care a model. I just want to say I want a wing of 100 CAS And just, you know, pick the best. Pick whatever's available. Just whatever. I don't know why I've got to pick unique models. Yes, you can specialize them for different things. That's probably the reason, but boy, it's annoying. Air superiority and close air support in this zone, please. And we are, we're still building this airport. What I'm going to do, actually, is for this airport, I will just queue it up to, like, max level. So as it keeps growing, we can add more planes in here. At some point, it might be obsolete, but at the same time, then you could do naval bombardment in this area. Yeah, how's Australia doing? So yeah, Japan has been stuck in Australia for a long, long time with no progression. Which is a good sign for us, I suppose, since we are fighting Japan. Air UI just needs a group by radio button for type. Yeah, like, you kind of want both options. You want to be able to sometimes maybe pick specific models. But the thing is, you pick a specific model when you set up your air wing, but then the air wing itself, to the best of my knowledge, you don't have any control over how it stays. Because it forces you to pick a specific model to create the wing, but then afterwards it just gets a mishmash. Look at this. It's got 82 of one, 12 of another, 4 and 1. Hit a radar in Korea. Yeah, that would be good. I'll add it to the bottom of the queue. But we'll get a little bit started in a few of these places. Just a level 1 in a few of these places. And then we'll see where we go from there. Weaponized drop pairs. Oh, looks like we're going to get a breakthrough over here. Nice! Cross the river and then we'll be able to keep pushing. Alright. We got our camouflage planes. Or trains. There you go. Heavy cannon trains. Because people want it, we're going to do it. What's the decision over here? I can expand a steel mill. You know what? Sure. The radar bonus is stacked for air detection. I believe they all contribute to how much detection you have in a zone. Oh, Tankograd! There you go. So we got a bunch of extra military factories because of this. Huzzah! So that's Tankograd. We could go to merge tank and material plants. What does this give us? Unlock merge plant decisions for tank and material designers, allowing us to merge different plants into the active tank or material desire to improve its bonus. This is not terribly clear what it does, but it's probably a good thing. Maybe it doesn't matter right now. Modified defense industry. 5% more breakthrough? You know what? I do want all the factory stuff, but I really want to go down our political tree. I really want to go and see this. Pacify the Rim. It's going to give us air bases and things in the east. Capital of the Tsars is very cool. I'd take this. We're going to get some factories, and there's going to be some Eastern themes. Rebuild the Eastern Fleet. Yeah, well, we've lost a lot of it, so, you know, it'd be nice. We are killing some of the ships with planes, though, which is nice. Actually, when's the next plane tech? Are we, like, behind, or is it... Oh, I didn't realize I have a technology to do anyway. It is 44, which is just coming up. That's great. Let's get started on... Well, all 3 of these. I was going to say maybe naval bombers first, but no. I'll get the fighters first, because we even have the 20% boost with it. And it's going to be useful. So yeah, we have some extra factories that can still be assigned. What I might do, just because, yeah, we're falling further and further behind on trucks. Because they're probably getting blown up.
Внимание! Выходим! Готов!
Big hubs, lots of rail over here.
Продолжаем атаку!
Yeah. Shush. I don't care.
Готов выдвигаться.
I know it's a river crossing, but we should be able to punch through there.
Мирно! Выходим!
Actually, that's looking okay.
Ройс!
And then punch through here, please. Thank you. Take this supply hub. Yes, indeed. Blown up and lack of rubber, yeah. And we can't import more rubber. I mean, should I put synthetic factories at the top of our queue? We want to build all the things all the time at the same time.
Готов выдвигаться. Так точно. Не стоим, идем.
We really need tanks. But we've never had the ability to like, get that rocking properly. It will help as we get more planes. Speaking of, there you go. Airbase can support more. So what I'll do is I'll just request reinforcements to these 2 wings with their green experience. But what are you going to do? Oh, there you go. Being sent more vehicles. Okay, the punch through is happening. I don't see another vulnerable area. There's all these all these rivers, right? So there's all these natural defensive lines that we keep running into. That and, you know, mountains, no supply, etc., etc. Well, this is at least going.
Выходим.
That's good to see. This is theoretically the spearhead thing. It is actually making a little bit of progress. I mean, it's not like my opposition have any supply or anything either, so that's
Я готов.
kind of okay.
Выходим. Так точно.
I think we did take this province. I think this is one we were pushing into. Maybe not. Motorized seems to do better than tanks for breakthrough in this update, because it takes less supply and cheaper build. Oh, that's quite interesting. And the thing is, if we're going to build a tank division, what I really want is... Well, you said motorized? Not mechanized, but motorized? We don't have rubber for motorized anyway. But I also want to recruit more generals. That's the problem. Upgrading them costs stuff. Oh, I don't have a an infantry specialist? Maybe he died. But yeah, we need more command points. Alright, there's our tier 3 subs. We got the snorkel, which means we can change our design stuff. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, I really want to grab X. Well, we got to check the years. First of all, it's 43. We can get good infantry stuff. I know 43 was also... Or 44 was our planes. But we kind of need our infantry to be able to punch through. I think I can do here supply-wise. I mean, we don't have that many transport planes. Oh, although the ones we've got, we can redeploy. Do I still want to work here? I kind of maybe do, but... Attack bombers doing a little logistic striking. It's 4 p.m. I don't want to stop. Some nice bonuses there. Some naval doctrines available as well. Oh, no. What we're going to do here is design our... What is it? Here? Here. Design our subs. So, as far as I know, if you're doing a raiding sub, all you want is the Class 3 submarine. You might want the best engine. I can't remember if you do or not. I don't know if that matters as much. I know you want to make sure you've got a snorkel. Used to be radar before this latest patch where they changed some of the mechanics. And, I mean, you literally have no torpedoes, so we should give you some. I don't know if it needs to be level 3, but here, we'll do this. So, pretty basic. I think it can be cheap. It's just a commerce raider. We can probably go super cheap torpedoes so that we just get more of these subs as much as possible. I think this is what we want. I don't think we need more torpedo rooms or anything. We don't need a ton of damage. We just need cheap, low detectability subs. Yeah, I guess this for like sort of the piracy symbol is going to be okay. Save that template. Put it in the build queue. And our convoys, yeah, we don't need convoys. What I can basically do is run like, I don't know, 3 lines actually of the sub. Here. I'll keep a trickle in there just to say, but then those are going to get deleted. Okay, 2 lines, but we're going to be building some more of the naval base stuff. But we'll do this, and basically we're doing it infinitely. Infinitely. We do have a few green markers somewhere, but yeah, it's bogged down over here. But that's okay. I guess I still have enough naval doctrine to grab stuff. Here, we'll go convoy sailing. I don't think I really care too much. That's going to be okay. More planes coming in here, which are making a difference. We are pushed across the river. Yeah, we're definitely making moves forward over here, so that's good. Actually, if we can take this airport and then Mukden over here, which is another supply point, that would be a huge get. I wonder if I can do a concentrated push here. It's hard. It's still mountains. That's... Well, okay, we're on the defensive over here, which I realize. But what I'm going to do is grab a couple of these divisions and ask it to do that. Now, when they move into this province, they'll be joining the defense, but then they'll immediately start moving out to do something this way. And actually, you over here, you're going to do this and see if we can... I mean, they're not going to get cut off from supply because they've got stuff going on, but that's going to be all right. And then if we check the airport over here... Oh, you do have room for more. So mostly what we need to make sure is we've got the air superiority. So we're going to request more fighters to be deployed. The problem is Manchuria is such a large freaking air zone that the coverage percentages are always going to be terrible. Just terrible. Actually, change of plans. I'm only going to do this. No, never mind. I was like, oh, I'll bring in some transport planes. I don't have enough transport planes, so it doesn't matter. Okay. What we really need is, like, the islands over here so we can get ourselves a shit ton of rubber. But you can't win them all. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here. We're about 15 minutes over our time, which has been a lot of fun. We are going to be streaming it on Saturday. I'm not sure what Saturday is going to be. If I'm going to be honest, I kind of am itching to play some Dwarf Fortress, which I know so many of you hate. Okay, obviously everyone really likes Dwarf Fortress. I'm not going to commit to it yet. It'll depend on the mood when we get there. But I've been watching some other Dwarf Fortress content. I've been playing a little on my own, trying to find ways. How do I want to shake this up, do things differently, do things a little bit more personally, you know, do more manual labor assignments, have more interesting maybe layouts. Even though, like, symmetry and efficiency is very tempting, I'm like, can I do stuff that's a little bit more organic or varied so we can get our fortress that looks a little different? So that might be kind of cool. Yeah, all the game requests. That's the problem. We want to play all the things all the time. It'd be great to get back to Civ. It'd be great to get all kinds of things. But we'll go right ahead. How the losses? We just looked at the losses. The losses were pretty good. I mean, they're getting up there, but they're not too bad. We're going to go and raid Kiss for Luck, who's playing some more Farming Simulator, which is another brilliant game that I'd like to spend more time on. I'm going to see you guys on Saturday. Thanks a lot, everyone. Give Kids for Luck some love from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.